are done, one under here for Jay. Does that make sense? After they shake hands, they come in. Yeah, coming up that way.
Oh, okay.
Right. Welcome, parents, family members, students, teachers, to our annual 8th grade promotion. My name is Mike Janitovich, and it has been my privilege to serve as the principal of Cuyahoga Heights Middle School this year. Being that it's my first year back, and it's the school that I taught in for 10 years, it's been a tremendous pleasure to have the opportunity to spend 1 year with them, but I'm lucky that I get to have them for 4 more years if they're staying with us here at Cuyahoga Heights for their high school career. I want to begin by saying some thank yous and acknowledgements. First goes out to Mrs. LeBenz, school counselor, for organizing today's event. This really wouldn't be possible without her hard work, everything that she's put into it. Also want to thank Mrs. Connors, our school secretary, for assistance in organizing, putting the program together, setting up, working with practice, and everything that she does behind the scenes to allow for these events to happen. Additionally, I'd like to thank Mr. Wallace and Mr. Hartman for all of their hard work assisting with the technology aspect. I know originally this was going to be live streamed. We continue to keep the live stream, but we're going to utilize the space so everybody could be here. So now those that are at home or in different states can see the wonderful accomplishments of these 8th graders and get to celebrate at home along with all of us. So at this time, let's give a round of applause to those individuals. I also want to thank the 8th grade team of teacher, Mrs. Studier, Mr. Tartera, Ms. Nolan, Ms. DeVito, Mrs. Douglas, Ms. Del Rosa, Mrs. Paparizos, Mr. Norenberg, all of their elective teachers, everybody that has impacted these students throughout their time at Cuyahoga Heights Middle School. Their teachers put in a countless amount of time trying to make sure that these last 3 years have been great for them. They're excited to see them move on. I know the teachers were really instrumental in wanting this to be live here today. So let's give them a round of applause for everything they've done for these kids. Also, I want to, thank and support our district leadership. Mr. Tom Evans, our school superintendent, Mr. Matt Young, our assistant superintendent, our assistant principal and director of pupil services, Mr. George Burek, Mrs. Joy Houchin, our elementary principal, Mr. Ryan Kelber, our athletic director, for all of the support that they've provided to us. It's wonderful working with such a great team of administrators that are student-centered. I know Mr. Evans is there in the back, so let's give all those individuals a round of applause for everything they do. We're very thankful to have a wonderful Board of Education that also is student-centered and puts the school first. So at this time, I'd like to recognize President Lindy Schuchert, Vice President Gary Suchaki, Member Mark Dobbins, Member Maria Eder, and Member Mr. Joe Naiman. Let's give those individuals a round of applause. Finally, I want to thank and congratulate all of the 8th grade students, and the families here. Students, you have wonderful parents. Some of them took off work, some of them rearranged plans to be here to see this wonderful celebration for you. They support you, they care about you, they put you in activities, they give you opportunities that a lot of students don't have. So students, at this time, let's thank and give a round of applause to the parents for all the supports they've showed you up to this point. Students, you're going to be promoted today. Congratulations. Your days as a middle school student are over, and your time as a high schooler is about to begin. Middle school is a special time in your lives. It always will be. The friendships, the memories, the experiences that you've had over these years will continue to shape who you are. The next 4 years will move quickly. Before you know it, you'll be walking across the track. We're going to make graduation outside because it was so great last weekend. Shaking hands with Mr. Evans, getting a high school diploma. I do have a piece of advice that I'd like to leave you with. Challenge yourself in every way. You've been provided a strong foundation here at Cuyahoga Heights Middle School. Take courses that challenge you. Seek out relationships with people who challenge you to be the best person you can. Explore extracurricular opportunities that challenge you to grow. It is okay to try something new. You won't be successful at everything that you try, but it's the growth you gain from challenging yourself and the self-reflection that comes from possible failures that will allow you to reach new heights. Class of 2025, Cuyahoga Heights School is going to be excited to welcome you, and we look forward to all that you will accomplish in your time in the next 4 years. Congratulations again. Let's give these students a round of applause. At this time, I'd like to call to the stage Aaron Deca, Ava Kometz, and Arushi Shinde to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
May everyone please stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron, Ava, and Arushi. At this time, I'm going to call up our school counselor, Mrs. Audrey Lebenz, to begin with some special award recognitions.
All right, well, congratulations once again to all the students and parents for successfully completing middle school years. It's an honor to be here with you as you are moving on to high school. On behalf of all of our middle school staff, we wish you much success as you go on to high school. Each year, a number of our 8th grade students are recognized for their reputable character and their exceptional accomplishments. These students are recognized for the Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Awards, the President of the United States Academic Excellence Awards, and the Educational Service Center of Cuyahoga County's Humanitarian Awards. And it's with great pleasure that we announce the recipients of these awards. First, I would like to introduce to you Mr. George Burek, who is going to announce our athletic awards. Mr. Burek?
Good morning. Archie Griffin Award winners. Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Awards. Would Megan Mays and Zach Unger please come forward? Cuyahoga Heights Middle School, you guys stand up here so everybody sees you. Cuyahoga Heights Middle School has selected you both to receive the Ohio School Athletic Association's prestigious Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Award. Mr. Griffin is an Ohio native, the only two-time recipient of the Heisman Trophy for football, and as a professional athlete, he always displayed exemplary sportsmanship. Mr. Griffin has been active in promoting sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity for many years. He was honored in 1998 as the recipient of the prestigious OHSAA Ethics and Integrity Award. Each year, this award is presented to a male and female student who has been outstanding in their efforts to promote sportsmanship in their school and community. You were chosen based on the following criteria. One, who always strives to do his or her best in the classroom and athletic field. A student leader and a role model for younger students. A good citizen who shows respect for the school and community. One who exemplifies ethics, integrity, and school spirit. A student who understands the responsibility and privileges of representing our school and community. Congratulations.
And now our President's Education Awards. Each year, students from the exiting class are recognized by the President of the United States for their academic excellence. These are students who have scored in the advanced levels on achievement tests and have maintained a 3.5 grade point average throughout their middle school years. The President's Education Award program also recognizes students for their educational achievement. These students are recognized for their outstanding educational growth, commitment to academics, and their intellectual development. The students who earned a President's Award have in their promotion envelope a certificate and a letter from the President of the United States. We would like to take a moment to publicly recognize these students by reading their names, and I'm going to have you remain in your seats, because you'll notice we have very many of you who earned this award. Congratulations to Logan Apathy, Nick Armbrust, Addie Boning, Max Bolin, Khalid Boyd, Katie Bussier, Veda Chahan, Nick Dabrowski, Mike D'Amico, Miguel Den, Aaron Decca, Kate Domzalski, Sal Grisman, Paige Henley, Tyler Herman, Aiden Hooven, Katie Jurasic, Tamir Julius, Sophia Kish, Ava Kometz, Lexi Krasnowick, Mara Kuzia, Sam Martin, Megan Mays, Jenna Naiman, Darby Porter, Ariana Rebello, Lucy Ross, Scarlett Sidlowski, Skylar Sane, Emily Sanicki, Ava Schmidt, Arushi Shinde, Stash Skozen, Gavin Skorovic, Connor Stopar, Yurika Tangri, Kyle Tomko, Alisa Villanueva, Max Wheelock, and Ben Youngless. Congratulations. And the President of the United States has sent a letter for all of you as well that he would like us to read aloud. Congratulations on receiving the 2021 President's Education Award. America is a country where we are one and unite through tough times. You are future leaders in this great nation, and through your determination and resilience to push forward, you have reached this ultimate accomplishment of being recognized for this prestigious award. Dr. Biden and I are pleased to congratulate you on receiving the 2021 President's Education Award. We are honored to join your family, friends, school, and community in celebrating your wonderful achievement. Jill and I send our best wishes and blessings. Keep challenging yourself, be kind, and while we continue to fight the COVID-19 pandemic, be sure to wear your mask. Congratulations again, everybody. And now Mr. Janatovich will be presenting our Humanitarian Award.
Each year, the Educational Service Center of Northeast Ohio presents a student with the Humanitarian Award. This award is selected by the staff of Cuyahoga Heights. The award winner is someone who gives back to the community, is helpful to others, but does so without looking for recognition. At this time, I would like to call up our 2021 8th grade Humanitarian Award winner, Tamir Julius. Please come to the stage. Say a few words. Tamir has always displayed an intrinsic motivation to achieve. He has consistently stayed organized, self-motivated, and engaged in daily lessons at Cuyahoga Heights Middle School. We find Tamir to be logical and reflective during class discussions. His opinions are honest. Tamir is fair and straightforward. He is a positive role model for his peers and on a daily basis. Tamir also shows determination on the court, perseverance in his school and athletic activities, and loyalty towards friends in our school community. He is someone his friends can count on for encouragement, a funny comment, or an easy hello. Having a conversation with Tamir always brings smiles to our day. We have observed when Tamir jokes with friends or provides thoughtful comments during class. He is always respectful. Tamir is a friend to all. He is a leader at school through his daily actions and the kindness he displays towards students at Cuyahoga Heights. In addition to those words, the Educational Service Center sent me a nice package. And in the package, he'll have a plaque. He also has other goodies in there to give to him. But I'd like to read this to you. It's a little poem on there, The Starfish, and I don't know if you've heard it, but if you haven't, I'll read it for everybody. Every day, an old man walked to the beach with a pail, picking up starfish that had been washed in by the tide, throwing them back to the sea. One day, a young boy stopped the old man and asked, "Why do you throw the starfish back? It doesn't matter. They will only wash up on shore again tomorrow." The old man picked up the starfish out of his pail, threw it as far as he could out into sea, and replied, "It matters to that one." Congratulations on being this year's. Thanks very much. Let's give one more round of applause for all the students that we've just recognized. It's actually one of the great things about this class that I've learned in a short period of time is their personality. And I talked to them a little bit about how we can use that personality to become positive leaders and do amazing things. We have a speaker coming up here. It's going to be your freshman class president, and this is just going to be one example of the quality of kids that we have and the exciting things we have to look forward as a class. So at this time, I'd like to call up next year's freshman class vice president, Yurka Tangri, to address the class and the audience members today.
Good morning, everyone. We have finally made it. As we sit here today, our middle school careers are coming to an end right before our very eyes. I am proud of every single 8th grader here for staying strong and facing our challenges throughout middle school. I feel absolutely confident in saying that we are prepared for the next phase of our lives. This was no doubt a long journey, and it all began when we were the annoying 6th graders that didn't know how to get to first period. It was a road into new territory, and we were excited to have begun our first step towards success, independence, leadership, and teamwork. It was a shove forward after we had mastered walking. Then came 7th grade, the point in our lives when we began to understand that it takes strength and courage to overcome our struggles. This was when we asked ourselves, is everything going to be okay? But then came spring break, when we were all so excited to have 2 weeks off from school and homework. It was time to socialize more and have fun. We all had our own things going on, and then a pandemic arrived, knocking down our doors. Those 2 weeks of staying home then turned to 3, and then to 6, and then to 10. Before we even realized it, we had stayed home for almost a year. We started to learn from home and attended Zoom classes every day. Our teachers helped us and still provided us with sources to learn from, despite the conditions of the outside world. However, we grew more desperate to go back to school as the days passed. We grew desperate to see each other and hug each other. We wanted to go back in time and cherish the moments when we were happy, playing around at school and seeing each other's faces instead of only half of them. But we survived. We made it into 8th grade, our last year as middle schoolers. Even though the pandemic still holds a threat to thousands of people, we got through it. We even got to return to school for 4 days a week this year. I still remember the laughs and smiles the first day we went back to school. Now we're stronger. Our challenges made us stronger, and we finished 8th grade together. During middle school, we achieved all of our goals, aided to make our communities a better place, and are learning to become successful young adults. So I would like to say thank you to all of the teachers and staff for giving us hope, for helping us get through these tough times, for being there for us when we needed someone the most. Lastly, I would like to say that we are ready for what's next. We will do this together and reach our goals over the next 4 years. We'll be all right. As Michael Josephson once said, take pride in how far you've come. Have faith in how far you'll go. But don't forget to enjoy the journey. Thank you. And now it's time to watch a video of the wonderful memories we had during middle school.
As Mr. Wallace is getting that set up, I do want to give a shout out to Mrs. Shelley Studier. The amount of time and energy and masks and trying to get pictures of everybody, especially with all the craziness that took place. So let's give Mrs. Studier a round of applause here for all of her hard work that she did with this video. One more round of applause for Mrs. Studio for putting that together. And actually, one of the best things about Cuyahoga Heights and what I love about this place is seeing the kids grow up from 6th, 7th, 8th, and then you can see them all the way into the high school. And it stinks for them that this was the first year that I got to see them. But that video is pretty cool, seeing some of these kids as 6th graders. So just seeing where they came from to where they are now is one of the highlights of the program for me. So at this time, I'm going to call up Mrs. Audrey Lorenz, and we're going to go through with the awards for promotion.
All right. So thanks again, Mrs. Studier. It's always the best part, I feel like, of our promotion ceremony, seeing all their faces on the video, great music. And as you can imagine, after watching that video and listening to Yurika's speech, this group has accomplished so much during their middle school years. In addition to the awards that we already presented today, each student is going to receive a promotion certificate, and in that envelope are any additional awards that your teachers have also given to you this year. As we go through the promotion ceremony, we do ask that parents and students hold your cheers and your applause until the end, just so that every student's name may be heard. And now it's time for us to honor the class of 2025. Lorenzo Amato. Logan Apathy. Nick Armbrust. Alan Benkalowitz. Jimmy Lados. Addie Boning. Max Bolin. Khalid Boyd. Brody Boyers. Katie Bussier. Annalena Cardinelli. Veda Chahan. Joey Chak. Tiffany Coleman. Nick Dabrowski. Mike D'Amico. Miguel Den. Aaron Deca. Kate Demzalski. Devin Dizek. Owen Ellis. Sal Grisman. Paige Henley. Tyler Herman. Lauren Hodges. Aiden Hooven. Katie Jurassic. Chase Jernick. Tamir Julius. Sophia Kish. James Kleinsmith. Ava Kometz. Mia Kalini Hunter. Taylor Kramer. Lily Cretan. Lexi Krasnowick. Cooper Kusia. Mara Kuzia. Katie Maris. Sam Martin. Megan Mays. Xander Mooney. Jenna Naiman. Michael Pasterkevitz. Mahit Patel. Michael Pinchot. Darby Porter. Kyle Porter. Donnie Raymond. Ariana Rebello. Noelle Rivet. Nathan Rome. Lucy Ross. Scarlett Sedlowski. Skylar Sane. Emily Stanicki. Ava Schmidt. Arushi Shinbe. Christian Shorter. Stash Skozin. Gavin Skarovic. Vince Snyder. Anna Stepkop. Trent Stiglmeyer. Connor Stopar. Yurika Tangri. Kyle Tomko. Alexis Santon. Zach Unger. Elisa Villanueva. Max Wheelock. Ava Young. Ben Youngless. Big round of applause for everybody. Thank you so much for holding your applause. Congratulations.
Congratulations again, students. Parents, one more time, let's give them a round of applause. At this time, we have our final speaker. Next year's freshman class president is going to say some final words before we conclude. At this time, can we have Archie Shinvei please come to address the class and audience?
Thank you, Mr. Janatovich, for the introduction. Good morning to everyone. I would like to start off by saying congratulations to my 8th grade class for graduating. This year has not been easy, but we pushed through it and are now starting a new chapter of our lives. In a few moments, we won't be considered middle schoolers anymore. In about 90 days, we will be walking the halls as high schoolers. When thinking about the future, we are uncertain of what lies ahead of us. The future is a time which is still unknown and something we can't predict. However, it isn't something we should fear. Instead, we have to accept it and continue on with the present. Continue dreaming and planning for the future by setting goals that are achievable to keep pushing forward in life. We accomplished an early milestone, middle school graduation. This is a major step in the journey of our lives. We will work hard to get where we are, and our time and dedication will not go to waste. The building blocks given to us in middle school is preparing us for high school and beyond. We already show commitment to personal growth by getting through middle school during a pandemic. In 4 years, we experienced another ceremony when we graduate high school. So today, our journey is just the beginning, and I'm honored to share with you all. But before we officially become high schoolers, let's share one last moment.
Mr. Janatovich on the way up is like, that's my first TikTok.
Thank you for everyone who participated. I believe that everyone in this room is capable of achieving great things. Keep being yourself and pushing yourself to be the greatest you can be. For those leaving Heights, you will be greatly missed, and I wish you a happy and memorable next 4 years. Thank you for an unforgettable 3 years of my life, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for everyone. Thank you.
I feel good about my first TikTok. Have to download the application and see what that's all about now. All right, so in closing, once again, congratulations to our newest freshman class, the class of 2025. Naturally, your class will develop an identity. As you begin your high school career, recognize the power that you have as a class. Please take advantage of every opportunity to be inclusive and supportive to all. The strength of the class is in the totality and the holistic nature of the entire class. The stronger the class, the more opportunities you will have as a class and individually. Class of 2025, you control what your class becomes. Sitting in front of me is a group of strong students that can do and will do great things. I hope that you have a restful and enjoyable summer and that you return in August ready to go as the newest class of Cuyahoga Heights High School. At this time, let's give our newest high school students a round of applause. All right, so it's not raining, so we're gonna do a class photo. We were gonna do it in here, but I think it's nicer if we do it in front of the pillars. So what I'm going to ask parents, when I'll take an official photo, like one where everybody's looking at me and then you guys can get them. I will email that to everybody, via the email lists that I've sent, so everyone gets that official, and then you guys can take the pictures there at that time as well. So parents, what we're gonna do is we'll walk the students out towards the pillars. If you just give us a couple minutes to kind of get ahead of you, and then if everybody could follow out these front doors, you can walk by to the pillars. At that point in time, you guys are free to take your children, take pictures anywhere outside that you want to do to commemorate this wonderful day. Parents, thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you.